In the early morning hours of today, President's Day, February 20th of 2023, Joe Biden made a surprised, unannounced, and completely unexpected visit to Ukraine to symbolize about the year anniversary of the war. This war was launched in the last days of February of 2022, and we are about reaching that point of the war's 1 year anniversary. Joe Biden is also visiting Poland on this trip, and that was the only thing that was expected for him to be visiting on this trip, but surprising the entire world by showing up to Ukraine this morning, staying in the capital of the country, Kyiv, for over 5 hours. There are air raid sirens going off at various points as Biden and Zelensky were walking through the streets, and it's being seen as by some as a patriotic and courageous move, risking his own safety and putting reaffirming their commitment to the American commitment to Ukraine, and others are saying that Joe Biden should be visiting places in the U.S. like East Palestine or the southern border. So just the typical political reaction that we see coming out of this, but this is a significant trip for international for from an international standpoint. It's the first time that he's visited Ukraine. There's been various high-profile American lawmakers who have visited Ukraine in the past, and Zelensky has come to America to give a speech before Congress before, but this is the highest level possible of showing the American support for the Ukrainian war effort against Russia. Joe Biden making a various amount of declarations saying, "Well, 1 year later, Kyiv stands, and Ukraine stands, democracy stands, the Americans stand with you, and the world stands with you." Continuing to say that Ukraine has shocked the world by putting up the resistance that they've been able to the powerhouse that is Russia attacking them. A war that some believed would end in 3 days, and certainly some Russian military advisors expected their forces to be able to see Kyiv within a week, but obviously that has not happened, and the brutal battle still rages on. It's just been so long that this has been going on, a brutal war in the cold with no electricity, constant attacks, new technology, and possible war crimes being committed by Russian forces. At least that's what America and other international monitors have assessed them to be doing. And but be be in despite all that, Ukraine is holding strong for now, and the continued message from Ukrainian President Zelensky is that they need more. They've gotten a lot from America and the rest of the West, but they still need more in order to fully defeat the Russians. And Zelensky has continued his commitment to not giving up any territory of Ukraine in any possible peace ideas with Russia and or peace treaties with Russia. He's been asked that multiple times and continues to say, no, we're not going to give up any Ukrainian territory. So the war effort on the Ukraine side will continue, and it looks that the Russian war effort will continue. There are a lot of reports about possible new offensives taking place at various points in Ukraine as Russia continues to have the majority of their presence in the eastern parts of Ukraine, closer to their border, and but they are a very long way away from Kyiv, even though they send a lot of missile attacks to that area and other areas that their forces are not in. So overall, the war is it's becoming long, grueling, requiring all of the Ukrainian country, all of their effort being put towards the war still, which which has just been going on for so long. Some people seem to forget about it just because the story uh it's just been going on for so long, and it started just about a year ago. So on long meeting with Zelensky, they making some negotiations, agreements, Biden said that announcing another 500 million in aid and perhaps other agreements that were made behind the scenes that we have not heard about yet. So, a very shocking start to the news cycle this morning. Joe Biden going to Kyiv completely in secret, completely in the darkness in the morning, 10-hour train ride, only a couple reporters allowed, with very strict security measures being taken place.